Rosa set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now Breeze again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
An interesting note about our quarterbacks here, Drew Brees and Derek Carr. You know, we might not see the ball hit the ground all that much because they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in completion percentage last year. Brees a staggering 74.3%. Carr at 70.4%.
On 1st down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
5 yards from the end zone. 1st and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Cameron Jordan.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This one is incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Carr to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
What a tremendous rookie year running the football that Josh Jacobs had in 2019. But he only had 20 catches out of the backfield. What we just saw there, that catch in the first down pickup, we'll see more of that with him moving forward. I think in his rookie season, the Raiders just want him to get comfortable learning the NFL game, doing what he does best, running it. Now he'll add pass catching to his duties.
Penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side. Went over the middle. Got the 6th one.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board or in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 33-yard line.
Four receivers in the formation here. Three to the left, one to the right. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
You can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019. A new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
His pass caught at the 4. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
shotgun now for Carr. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Hill. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Breeze going to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Breeze to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
On second down now, Richard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
25-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And for a third time, he's intercepted. Picked
even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 47 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
5. It's 4th down.
They go with Jacobs. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know the benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
That's good for 28 yards.
New Orleans.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints just continue to roll. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have
have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Rudd's going to get a chance to run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
3-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Now Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. To Jason Witten. And the ball is knocked out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
You got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Brees. And he's got it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
Raiders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it now because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here to 32. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is off.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
That's caught inside the 20.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability.
Is good.
Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter? Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20,
it's over.
10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys... And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Raiders 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken in, and this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 29.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big...
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Breeze is looking to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
They'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. When I hit that. It's like you know. When I hit that. When I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.